guys, it's Slime Seth here, and welcome to a video where today I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips and tricks. Not tricks, tips on what to do in Skywars game to improve your gameplay. So, I did just record this video and I realized that I had it set to in-game microphone, or my internal microphone. So it was recording the sound of the computer, but I wasn't doing anything on the computer. So that was 10 minutes of footage that I just had to scrap. But today, we're going to be talking about 5 tips for Skywars, as I was telling you. So, tip number 1 is always use hotkeys. Now, I know this can be hard to get used to at first, but I have everything but hotbar slot 3 and 7 in Minecraft set to a hotkey. And it's hard to find enough hotkeys on there, but if you have a mouse with hotkeys on the side, which I don't, but if you do, it's so much easier to find hotkeys. So that's tip number 1. Okay guys, tip number 2 is use rods. So if you have hotkeys, you can switch from, say, hotbar slot 1 to hotbar slot 2, from sword to rod, very quickly, and you can do rod. So you can hit someone with a sword, and then quickly switch to your hotbar slot 2, rod them, and then switch back to your sword and hit them. Now this gives you double knockback, basically. So this continuously gets them in an even bigger combo than you would normally have them in. And it's super useful for knocking people off the edge. Now, if you have a knockback rod from Insane Mode in the middle chests, you can hit them with the rod and then hit them with the lure of the rod, if that makes sense. So basically, like, you rod them and you punch them with the rod, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's rods. And it's so much easier if you have hotkeys. Okay guys, next is use speed potions when you can. Now, if you are not one that is used to speed, and it makes your vision all warped, it is still a very useful buff. So I would say if you're not used to it, try and get used to it, because it is so overpowered for getting combos and just strafing people. Believe me, it's OP. Okay guys, next one is number 4. This one's even more overpowered than speed. It is the strength potion kit, the Energix kit to be exact. Now this gives you 5 seconds of strength. Basically it doubles the damage that you do for 5 seconds. And this is really overpowered in team mode on, like, say, a map like Shire. You can jump to the other person's island after you grab a weapon, and you can just absolutely dominate. It's insane. Normally I try and save the potion until, like, a last 1v1, because after that there's going to have been a lot of game played out, and there will probably be a person who has a lot more gear than you, and you're going to want to be able to take them in that 1v1. So yeah. Alrighty guys, number 5 is block hitting. Now, block hitting is a very odd way to PvP. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's very odd. Now, it's not bad, obviously, because this is a tips video on how to PvP better. It can be bad in certain situations because it slows you down, obviously, because if you're blocking, then you can't move very fast. So this is really good for, once again, if you're in a 1v1 situation and you need to win a 1v1 that is unfair in the other person's favor, because you take half damage and you deal the same amount of damage. So let's say you have a sharpness 1 and you just have regular full diamond, and they have a sharpness 2 fire aspect 2 sword and full diamond, but they have a prot 4 chestplate and a prot 4 helmet, prot 2 fire prot 5 boots. If they have the best gear in the game and you don't, block hitting can be very useful for taking half the damage that you would, but still getting the same hits off. But in some situations, as I said, it's not great. Okay guys, so I have a bonus tip for you. In certain situations, this is a good tactic. Now, it's not always a good tactic. Getting crits. Now, if somebody hits you while you're in mid-air like that, I'm pretty sure that you do take like twice as much knockback. So it's not always good to get crits, but if there's a person and you're like sneaking up behind them and they have a lot of gear, then you can just start like jumping and critting them and just for the first few hits do an insane amount of damage on them. So that is this video for tips. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I haven't uploaded recently. It is kind of hard to get some videos out, but I do want to explain one thing. My computer is so laggy. When I play Skywars, it's not even fun when I have so much lag. When I am not doing anything, just playing my game, no external programs open, just Minecraft. No, not even Skype. I get around 20 FPS in a lobby. That is awful. And when I started YouTube, I thought, well, you know, sometimes I can just record games just for fun. But that's not really the case, because I can't really have fun when I'm playing at like 10 FPS in a game of Bed Wars. That just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just awful. So, that's why this video is not really gameplay. It's just kind of talking to you guys, sitting here talking to you guys, giving you a bit of a talk. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Comment down below what you think I should do next. Leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And I really do hope that this audio goes through, because I don't want to have to refilm this video again. Alright guys.